Let's get ready to take a look at our scripture for today. We're going back to the book of Proverbs. We're in chapter 1. I want to fall back to verses that are relative to our previous lesson as well as to the upcoming message for today. We're going to start reading at verse 4. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 4, to give subtly to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. Verse 5 says, a wise man will hear and increase understanding. Watch this. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. So we're going to take a look at this next verse, also verse 6. It says, to understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. These three verses are leading into our theme verse for today. We'll come back to in just a moment. I want to connect what we launched on in our last broadcast for this series, Life in the Book of Proverbs. We began with explaining to you the necessity for discovering wisdom. Wisdom is something that you have to discover. It's not laying around easily accessed in reach, in natural reach. It's something that requires you to dig deep, to find, to discover. It's hidden. We'll see evidence of that in the verses that we just read. Not only did we talk about the importance of searching for it, because it's like the greatest hidden treasure, but we talked about what happens once we acquire it, how important it is to have possession of wisdom, because wisdom enables us to see beyond this natural world that we live in, to be able to see into eternity, or I should say more specifically, to understand God's eternal plan for our life. We're not limited to living between the crib and the grave. We are living in God's eternal plan, or we have access to live inside of God's eternal plan. When? Right now. You can't do that without the acquisition of wisdom. So now let's look at what it says to us today. In verse 4, it said, wisdom is going to give subtly to the simple, and the young man knowledge and wisdom. That word subtly, or better defined as substance. What does wisdom give to the young as well as to those who are already growing and developing? To the simple, it gives substance. Watch this. Wisdom gives substance to the simple man, the man who has, the man or woman here, who has no great foundation, no great accomplishments. The simple-minded person, the person who does not have, watch this, perhaps a long list of natural skills or ability. Wisdom gives substance to the simple. The simple man is equated to the man or the woman in this case, because it's generic. It's an illustration of a person that does not have much in natural knowledge, natural skills, or even wealth. But wisdom will give that person who is simple substance. So where they have been lacking, wisdom gives them substance, puts something in them. Where there has been less, wisdom gives them or makes them more. Where their perception, their ability to see little, wisdom will give them substance to see beyond. So wisdom, it literally empowers or embellishes, builds up the simple ones. Those among us who don't have a lot to offer naturally. I was one of those guys.